Come on. Ah, shit. It's not working. Oh. Rolling. I remember her name. Her name was Demi Lovato. So she decided to be on one point non-binary, whatever that's supposed to mean. Sometimes they got nothing else to do. Just too much cocaine and heroin got you fly up the sky and you imagine things. Like for example, if you wanna identify it, there was a few places where I go. There's guys who identify as a female. It's their choice. The most important if their job get done. So whatever you do in your share bedroom, it's up to you. So just I don't like the message that's shoving in the throat. That's the world we live in today. Like that's called also we have a capitalism call. So when people like try to say, oh, where is the fair and not fair? Well, life is unfair, first of all. Second of all, there was two economic system. One was socialism, another one was capitalism. Socialism gone, and in China it's like mixed up socialism with capitalism. The socialism was in USSR. USSR gone. It's already gone. So when people like saying, "Oh, rich getting richer and poor getting poor," well, that's the capitalism, you know. As Andrew Tate say, you can change that. If you're lazy, you cannot change that. So you should try to invest and try to do all the money. But investment, I don't know. It's also speculation. Like for example, also I was thinking about Bitcoin. Back in the days when it came out, I was thinking, it's quite an interesting idea, but I didn't think that it's gonna pick up. I think it's gonna be like another thing like yo-yo, you know, everybody play yo-yo, but then after a couple months everybody forget it because it was a fashion of that time. And also I don't think that is like one dude created. I think it's like a government scheme. So basically Bitcoin it's not physical, it's made in thin air. So it's so basically Bitcoin is like a program, it's mining, and then after some kind of software they digging up these coins, and you have a Bitcoin, and then the market value is going high up. That's how much money you can get for it. So it's a scam as well, and it's showing how the system is fucked up from thin air. Think about it. So if I'm working and I'm delivering a product, or if I may make a product, like for example, if I'm in a bakery and I made the bread, so I bought the flour, I used electricity to bake bread, and then the end result is a bread, and I'm selling to justify my cost, and I'm selling it in that kind of price. So I can see the end product. So we have flour. So flour, where's the flour came from? It's came from farmers who grew the wheat, and then they made the wheat, and then they crush it and made the flour. So that's the whole process of doing bread and selling bread. But what's the process of Bitcoin? It's just virtual reality. So it's in internet is there, but in physical world is so when electricity gonna die, then I know it's service forever. It's just on a server. That's it. It's not in the real world. So like I don't know if Red Indian say that when they're gonna fucked up the earth so bad, then white people realize that, or not white people, just people realize that money, you cannot eat money. That's what capitalism is. That's their rules, and you can bend the rules like Andrew Tate or whatever. Try to work it out how to well, anyway, that's the problem with this. You don't know, like oh, I want to get married to get rich. What's the point of that? You have to set a goal. I want to have that much money so I'm independent. So that's the goal. Or I have an idea how to create the world, and that's it. But anyway, come back to Bitcoin. There was an internet going saying that Bitcoin, one guy, it was back in when it was started, he sold 10,000 Bitcoin to a pizza. He was like in Reddit, in internet, saying like, oh, who gonna buy me a pizza? I will give it 10,000. It was maybe 2007 or whatever. So when it was worth nothing, and now like when it's like 10,000, how much millions is now cost? Everybody like in the newspaper, oh, he sold so much to the pizza, he could be like rich for. But back in the days, he didn't know the work. But he also saying, oh, well, it was easy to do, so I decided, okay, I'm just gonna do it, and I just gonna dig up, and it was so easy for him. Well, anyway, what strikes me is not that. What strikes me is if it was so easy to do, how come you haven't done it again? So if I'm not that techie guy, so if I were digging up 10,000 bitcoins and then sell it for pizza, what I would do, I would dig up again 10,000 just in case, like if it's so easy, why haven't done it that bad? Because life, you have routine, you have Monday things to do, and you forget, and this and that and whatever. I read it somewhere, but in Russia there was one guy, and he was like very smart. Well, yeah, smart, that he figured out this Bitcoin, and he comes to this co-worker and say, oh, do you want to like pile in and we buy Bitcoin for this much money or whatever? And everybody just saying like, fuck off. Well, he invests his own money, and now he's fucking rich. And the guys who didn't invest, just like well, they probably working in regular jobs and just biting their fucking ankles or whatever. If I had some person who's saying like, oh, invest in this, and he would explain to me, I would invest like maybe 100 quid, maybe 200 quid, like not a big dough, but nobody told me like what it is, and I didn't have that much understanding. Also, when it's going mainstream, something about stocks, whatever, you can forget about investing in it, because everybody starts to invest in, and you're not gonna earn not that much money. So that's about it. Also, there was another woman that she was saying she was talking to this guy, and she dumped him because, like, oh, you want to do this like in Bitcoin and all the bullshit, but then he invested in that Bitcoin, and they didn't spoke like for a while, and then after like 5 years, so when the Bitcoin raised up like $1,000, she came back with the text. Oh, how are you, honey? And all of see how female are fucking when you poor and you don't speak English, it's not interesting. But when you get rich, now you're interested. To me, well, that was unpopular opinion in the previous video.